In the quiet countryside of southwestern Australia lived Peter Eads, a 77-year-old man who had dedicated much of his life to caring for injured wildlife. Among his cherished animal companions was a 3-year-old male kangaroo he had raised since it was a joey. Every morning, Peter would wake up early, prepare food for his animals, and spend time with them, particularly his beloved kangaroo. Peter was well known in his community for his gentle nature and deep connection with animals. He would often share stories about his experiences rehabilitating various creatures, and his property had become something of an unofficial sanctuary. His daily routine involved careful attention to each animal's needs, but the kangaroo held a special place in his heart. He'd bottle-fed it as a baby, watched it grow, and developed what he thought was an unshakable bond. However, on that fateful day in September 2022, something changed. It was early in the morning when Peter went out to do his usual rounds. What triggered the sudden shift in the kangaroo's behavior remains a mystery. Perhaps it was the onset of breeding season, when male kangaroos become more territorial and aggressive, or maybe something in the environment startled the animal. The attack was sudden and brutal. The kangaroo, standing at about 6 feet tall and weighing around 88 pounds, turned on Peter with unexpected ferocity. Despite Peter's years of experience handling wildlife, he couldn't defend himself against the powerful kicks and strikes. A family member who discovered the horrific scene immediately called emergency services, but it was too late. This tragic incident serves as a sobering reminder that no matter how domesticated wild animals may seem, their natural instincts can surface unexpectedly. Peter's death sent shockwaves through the wildlife care community in Australia and beyond. Those who knew him remember a kind-hearted soul who genuinely cared for animals, making his death all the more heartbreaking. The local community mourned the loss of a man who had given so much to wildlife conservation. Peter's legacy lives on in the countless animals he helped rehabilitate and release back into the wild. While his death was tragic, it's important to remember him not for how he died, but for how he lived. With compassion, dedication, and an unwavering love for Australia's wildlife. This incident also sparked important discussions about wildlife rehabilitation practices and safety measures. Peter's story reminds us that while it's admirable to care for wild animals, we must always maintain a healthy respect for their wild nature and the unpredictability that comes with it.